Hello, welcome to the channel. Today's reading is for all life paths. It's a pick a pile section of the channel. This is new to this channel, the pick a pile section that is. So yes, we'll see how we get on with it. If you do like these readings, if you could drop a comment, that would be great. Just to let me know, because originally this is a life path and I do all the life path readings 1 to 9, master numbers 11, 22 and 33 for those of you who are new, have not come across this channel before and you've clicked on. So pick a pile. Just you can pick through crystal or you could pick through 1, 2, 3, or just what card you feel drawn to. The short readings last about 10 minutes each and the timestamps will be on the video. So yes, you just run your finger along the line and you will get to the pile that you choose, and I will see you in your reading. Hello pile 1. As you can see, 2 cards came out for you. I was intended to pull 1 card to start with, but you received 2. So we're going to have a look at what they are in a moment. Firstly, we want to have a look at your amethyst crystal, in case you chose by crystal. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the amethyst in terms of this reading. We're looking at the spiritual aspects of the amethyst, so it can help you activate spiritual awareness. It's also good at enhancing the psychic abilities as it opens up intuition. It's also good for other things like stabilizing moods, and it has many properties to it, but for this particular reading we're going to be looking at it in terms of its spiritual relevance. Okay, so we're going to turn your cards over now, pile 1, and you have Gemini, cross pollination, and Pious Athena, think. Okay, now the first thing to notice about these 2 cards, pile 1, is that you have the number 33 coming through. And the number 3 is a highly spiritual number. And the numerology of it connects with the energy of spiritual life and physical life. So it's a very high vibrational number. It connects with positivity, upliftment, and nurturing energies also. It's an influential energy, so if you are wanting to help others, now is a time where it will bring fast rewards through. It will also help you on your own spiritual advancement as well. So you may find that if you're somebody who does meditations, you may find your meditations are a lot deeper at the moment. You may find that you're connecting with yourself, your inner world, on a very deep level. Also, it can help with you having an impact on others as well. So you may find that when you're having conversations with people, they're really getting what you're saying. The number 33 is the master teacher number as well. It's connected with Buddhism, it's connected with Christ consciousness, to mention 2 of the the spiritual modalities out there. So yes, it's classed as a very highly spiritual number. You may also find that you're coming back to things to see deeper truths as well. So that's a little bit about the numerology on the cards. Now we're going to look at the cards themselves. So we have the Gemini card here, cross-pollination. Okay, so this card basically is referring to our interactions with others. So it comes with a little bit of a warning, this card, and I'll tell you why. Because the Gemini has 2 sides to them, okay? So it's the 2 faces. And when this card is pulled, it's a reminder that when you're speaking to people, not everybody will keep what you're saying private, is one way of putting it. The cross-pollination. So it comes as, again, Gemini, it's the 2 faces, so it's 2 it's a dualism of interacting with others. So there's the positive side to this card is that, you know, it's good to speak to other people, to get new ideas, or even to vent sometimes. But yeah, it's communication. It's a card of communication. It's looking and seeing, trusting your inner guidance to know who you can trust with your inner, you know, your inner world, your inner feelings, your thoughts, or your challenges, and who you can't trust. Now, as card has come out with the number 33 as well in the amethyst stone, I do feel that now is a time for you, Power One, where you are going to be making them discernments and discerning who is part of your tribe and who isn't, or even just not necessarily cutting people out, but really understanding the part that people play in your life. Now with the Pallas Athena, or Pius I should say, Pius Athena, the think card. Now we're looking into the mind. And this is watching that you are not getting stuck in the analysis paralysis, so over ruminating on something. Again, it's being guided to go within and trust your inner wisdom, trust your intuition, and connect to that spiritual sense of yourself, or even connecting to your higher self. Now is the time to be doing that. To really be strengthening your connection with self. It's a beautiful card. It brings also with it ideas. Again, we have this with both of these cards, and also getting them ideas out to others. This card comes through with a connection as well of heart and mind coherence. So seeing, you know, bringing your thoughts and your feelings into balance, basically. It's an opening up. Both cards bring this energy of opening up, of compassion thought for others as well. Now I want to go into take the numerology down to the number 6 and the Lovers card, because I'll bring the Lovers card in because, you know, 3 and 3 is 6. We take it down in numerology. We have the number 6. In tarot, we have the Lovers card. I want to bring this card in because I do feel it's important to bring the card in due to both of the, you know, both of the star code astro cards being regarding interaction with others as well. So I feel what's being asked of you is to look at your relationships. I feel this is the main thing that's coming through. Now, for some of you, it could be a romantic relationship, it could be friendships, it could also be a romantic relationship from the past, which you need to go back and look at that to see deeper truths into it. Maybe there are aspects that you've not quite let go of yet, and the cards are saying now is the perfect time to do that. But I do feel you being guided to go within, and to assess the people around you, and to also go within and to really work within your own ability to guide yourself through life, okay, to know what is best for you as well. And learn, as I said, learning who to trust, who you can trust, who you can't trust. For those of you in a relationship, it is a time of reflection of that relationship. You know, it's a time to reflect on that relationship. It's not to say that the relationship is in a bad place. It's just saying some reflection is needed, and to bring some balance into how you think and feel about this relationship. Yeah, so that's what I feel is coming through. I'm going to pull you one more card with some, these are just quick readings today. I'll pull you one more card with, let's see, what should we bring out? We'll bring out the Moonology. In fact, let's bring out the love activation. See, so we've got the Lovers card. These are not about romantic relationships, but they're about the love that runs through everything. Balance. Ooh. So you have 2 cards coming through for you. So discernment. Now we were speaking about that earlier on. Discernment. You are developing the skills to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. And then joy, you delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. So yeah, Geminis are a very fun star sign as well. They have a lot of the high energy, you know, and they can be very charming, very social. That the energy of a Gemini is a lot of fun as well. As I say, the sign of Gemini is two faces, and we're looking at this symbolically. You know, we're not saying Gemini's are two-faced. We're looking at the symbology of the star sign. So yeah, so to look at them two faces and to bring them into balance, okay? And also to use your discernment, you are developing the skill to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. Okay, pal one, that was your reading. I hope you took some value from that. If you did, if you could like and subscribe, I would appreciate that. Until the next reading, bye. Hello, pal two. So let's take a look at your card. You have picked Sun Source. Okay, so first of all, we'll have a look at your, just quick speak about your crystal. So you have the labradorite there. I don't know if you can see it. It does shine. It has a shine on it. It's a beautiful crystal, and the labradorite is about change, strength and perseverance. It protects and balances your aura also, so your energy field. It's a really beautiful stone to have, and interestingly you picked the labradorite alongside with the sun and 18, which when we take that down in numerology is a number 9, and 9 is to do with the endings of a cycle, and the labradorite supports ends of cycles. So the card and the stone work really well together. So yes, so the number 9, it represents completion but not finality. So basically it means coming to an end of a cycle. Pal 2, you are coming to an end of a cycle, yet there's a potential for another cycle to begin. It's not quite coming to fruition yet, but the potentiality is there. The number 9 is also the humanitarian at heart. So when you are surrounded by this number, you may find your heart centre is speaking out to you more and more. There's no depth to how deep we can connect with our heart centre. So when I say connecting deeper with the heart centre, I am not saying that you are disconnected at the moment from it, or you are cold-hearted. I'm not saying that, or you have no compassion. That is not what I'm saying. The depths of compassion that we can feel are infinite, as with everything else. We live in an infinite universe. So yeah, so it's all about the recognition of life's ebbs and flows as well. The ebb and flow of life, coming from order to chaos. So seeing new cycles coming through. The sun reminds me of the or it can be connected to through the cards. It can be connected to identity as well. So this is, you know, how you see yourself, where you see your place in life. So we can see here that you are going to be concerned with this. It's going to be, you know, change. I can see that there's some change that you're wanting to make, and maybe it could be career. The sun sometimes can be connected with masculine doing energy. So maybe you're looking at a new career, or wanting to shift or change something to do with your career. But we also have the number 18 connected to, in tarot, the moon. So I'm going to get this card for you. Let's have a look. Just find it, bear with me. have a look. Okay, so the moon card, pop the moon card there, number 18. We'll have a look at number 9 as well in tarot, so the Hermit, but we'll look at the moon card first. The moon is the subconscious becoming conscious, and interestingly as well, the moon is the feminine side of the energy, our energy. So everybody has feminine and masculine energy within. So the sun is the masculine, the moon is the feminine. So we're talking about balance here, balancing, bringing out your inner world, if you like, your nurturer. We've got that word again coming through, the nurturing, compassion. I can see, pal, too, this is going to be quite strong with you. You may be really, you know, concentrating quite hard, or just finding yourself daydreaming about what it is, where your place is in life, what you want to do, not only for yourself but for others as well. What changes you can make moving forward that you feel will be beneficial for yourself and others. Change is coming through quite strong, but it's not just a change, it's balance. It's bringing you into balance, bringing yourself into balance as well, bringing your inner world and outer world into balance. Now you have the Hermit card as well come through because of the numerology of the number 18 is number 9. This is the Hermit. Now when we're looking at the Hermit, we're looking at the teacher, the guide, the inner teacher, the inner guide. Now I'm feeling, because you have the moon, the Hermit and the sun, I'm feeling now's the time to start to bring out all the things that you've learned about yourself, about others, about life, what's really been coming through, and it's time for action. It's time to move forward and bring them out, to step into this beautiful masculine energy, this sun energy, and to bring out who you are, to bring forward everything that you've been learning about yourself and life. So I can see for you, pal, too, that the next coming weeks and the energy around you is a doing energy, it's a movement energy, taking lessons, and also not identifying too strongly with past wounds as well. When we have the moon and the Hermit, this can be looking inwards, this can be dealing with what we call the shadow self, or the subconscious mind, which can hold our past wounds. It's not about identifying with them, it's about understanding them and finding a way to incorporate them in your life in a positive way. The other aspects of the moon card as well, and the shadow self, is the shadow self can hold a lot of creativity, creative potential. So it's important to get to know the shadow self, do the shadow work, as Carl Jung pointed out as well. It is important for personal growth as well as spiritual growth. However, sometimes it's good to start to put what we've learned so far out in the world around us, the 3D reality, to make them changes with what we know so far, to start to put your best foot forward, as they say, and start to take action. So that's what I feel for you, pal, too. I feel overall you are being called to take action, to take the lessons that you have learned and move forward, and now is a great time for that. We've got a healthy solar plexus, or a healthy identity coming through, and it's time to use the number 9 that's surrounding you at the moment, to start a new cycle with that which you have learned. I'll pull you a love activation card. These are to do with the love that runs through everything, pal, too, not necessarily romantic relationships. Ooh, let's have a look. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. Oh, that's beautiful. So a beautiful card to finish there. Finish your little mini reading. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching, Pal 2. Until the next time. Bye. Hello, Pal 3. Let's take a look at your crystal first before we take a look at your card. So you picked the rose quartz, if you did pick my crystal, that is. The rose quartz is to do with love, compassion. It's a healing crystal. It aids with emotional healing and growth. So it's a very beautiful crystal, beautiful energy. Now let's have a look at your card and see what oracle card you have pulled. You have this solar calm with clarify as the key word. So we will look at the numerology. So you know, 6 and 1, we take it down in numerology to a single digit. We're looking at the number 7, so the vibrations of the number 7 is around you at the moment. This is considered a lucky number in some beliefs or some you know, religions and cultures. And it's also a 7-year as well, a number 7. In the numerological year. You know, this year is a year of great growth, spiritual evolution, if you like. And this is how I connect with the number 7. So I do see the number 7 as a spiritual evolution, a moving direction, taking lessons and moving forward with them lessons. It's also a time to see deeper meanings when we're in the number 7. So it's a time to look at what has been, or you know, to what's the word? To look back at your good work, all the lessons you've learned in life, and to, yeah, just to evaluate, a time to evaluate where you are at the moment, where you feel you are at within your own life, whether that be your inner world, your outer world, or both. So it's a beautiful number, and it does carry luck with it, which we like to hear. Let's have a look at the Solar Calm Clarifier card. Is to take a creative approach and work towards positive change within the systems that are now in place with gentle, steady pressure. So another way of looking at this is accepting where you are and working within the limitations of where you are right now, if you like. So where, you know, and I don't mean limitations in a negative way, there are certain aspects to life we have to abide by, because they are out of our control, basically. So it's working within that. Also, this card talks about meditation, to turning down the outside noise and to listen with clarity to the knowing within. So going within and trusting your inner wisdom is a great, you know, a great way of working through life, is connecting with your inner knowledge, your inner knowing. Yeah, it's a beautiful energy, beautiful card. Now I want to connect with the tarots, with the numerology, so we're going to look at the number 16 first, and this is the Tower card. We'll pop the Tower on that side, I think. Okay. I'm feeling it on that side, actually. I know you're probably thinking, what difference does it make? And I don't know, it's just, is where I feel the card belongs. So we're looking at yeah, the Tower card. So let's take a little bit of look at this card. It's all about change again. The Tower, sometimes it can be unexpected change, but I'm feeling with you, Pal 3, this is not unexpected change. I feel this is change that you have been expecting to come. We have the butterflies on the card as well, which are a signal of transformation. I view the number 7 as a number of transformation too. So we're getting a strong transformation coming through here. And I do feel it is a lot, it's your inner world and outer world, but I feel with the Tower card coming through that you may have been forced in a way to take a look around you. Something on the outside world has caused you, the outside world, sorry, has caused you to take a pause and to look around at what changes are needed. But with the Tower card, it's about creating solid foundations. So the tower can only crumble when the foundations aren't solid. So it's about taking a look around and starting to create solid foundations, or even just working with what you have to create a more solid foundation with what you have. But it's about, in chaos I move towards the brightest light. So it's not forgetting your inner strength, bringing that out, bringing that forward. Now, speaking of forward, for the number 7, because we take it down to the single form in numerology, the number on the card. So there we have 6 and 1 is 7. We have the Chariot card. I love the Chariot card in this deck, and the reason being because there's no reins there. We have the black and the white horse, so we have the negative and the positive, the masculine, the feminine. We have balance coming through here, but there's a sense of freedom. The person on the card has no shoes on, they have no reins. You know, it's a free flowing moving energy, and it's going with the flow of life. And I feel this moment that you may have been going through, this tower moment, this change, is teaching you to go through with the flow of life more easily, to try not to put so many restrictions on yourself. So it's bringing the balancing of working within the limitations of the world around, the things you cannot change, but going with the flow in your own way with the things you can change. So it's bringing that balance in, kind of like yes, acceptance is coming through strong, learning to accept where you are at this moment, pile 3. So we'll see. I feel for you, pile 3, the overall messages that are coming through is to, at this moment in time, trust your inner guidance, learn to go with the flow, practice going with the flow more. And there's a saying, I've got it up on my phone, so it says, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference, living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, taking this world as it is and not as I would have it. I think so. You know, it is the Serenity Prayer is you know, based in religion, but it's a philosophical prayer as well, which can be added to people even if they are not religious. It carries a very strong message, and I feel that's a message that's coming through for you at the moment. I feel it is about the things you cannot change that are happening around you, these tower moments, but moving with the things you can in more of a flow energy, and to keep that clarity going by staying centered through meditation and listening to your inner voice and trusting within yourself, or trusting within anything that you believe in to help you through. So if you know, God, or if you believe in angels, whatever your belief system is, to use your belief system to help you at this moment in time to deal with any changes that are coming through. So that is your reading, and thank you very much for watching, pile 3. I hope to see you in a new reading. Take care. Bye.